This would be a
It's like
bad idea.
halfway through. It starts at like 27. It's the part where the screen is completely blank.
You sending it to me?
Yeah, and I put it in chat.
I don't know if I can access the chat from here.
Oh, you can't? Okay, I'll send it
Mm-mm.
to you.
No. But I think we're
Okay,
live now.
Lamont, when you said starting in 5, I thought you meant 5 minutes. I was
No,
not
and then
prepared for that.
he counted
You have
back.
to specify your units. Units, bruh.
Dimensional
Units.
analysis. It's
Units.
important. Units.
Units.
Unist. Units.
Alright, so I guess we're starting since Bert is being a figgot.
Yeah, Bert's a goddamn faggot.
Oh, dang, this has been live. I wonder for how long.
Yeah.
We should
I didn't
probably,
realize
like,
that.
cut this part out. Maybe, just maybe.
Nah, dude, it's
Eh,
live.
Alright, let's start this. So, this is talking time with caffeine, whatever the
With
fuck that
no
name was
caffeine.
supposed to mean.
With no
Actually, I
caffeine, what's it?
actually I drank about 1,500 milligrams of caffeine yesterday,
Oh.
and to put that in reference, a 12-ounce cup of coffee normally has about 85. Um,
So you're like OD'd on caffeine.
Actually, it takes 4,200 milligrams to do that, but
Oh.
yeah, I was alone driving for about an hour. I started having hallucinations. I felt like I had no control over my body. I blacked out for like 2, 3 seconds at a time. Um, I felt like I was just absolutely losing my mind. I felt like I was gonna pass out like any second, and I'd have
Oh.
no control over it. It was not a fun experience.
It
Not
doesn't
even a
sound that
little.
fun.
It was
What
not.
did you
It
drink to
was
get that much
absolutely
caffeine?
Death Wish coffee.
Oh,
It's the
and I
most highly
assume that's
caffeinated coffee in the world.
yeah,
It's
it seemed like a great idea.
I'm pretty sure they said in about 18 ounces there's 500 milligrams. I drank 48.
Uh, Brilliant idea, Clem.
Oh, and by the way, that was right after having 30 hours with no sleep.
Good job.
Hence why I drank that much. However, I did combine it with like that liquid creamer stuff, and it was vanilla flavored, and I also put chocolate syrup in it,
Yeah.
and it was amazing.
Oh, yeah, I take your word for it.
It tastes well. The taste was. The experience afterwards was not even a little. Also, I was having like pretty much a panic attack for about 3 hours straight. That
What?
was fun also.
Oh yeah, panic attacks are totally fun.
Absolutely,
Like I
yeah,
don't
it
know why
was
people don't do it more often.
seriously
Can
like
you believe
we
that
have
there's like
gotten just
medication and
like
therapy for that kind of shit? We
wasn't
don't
this
need that
supposed to
shit.
be an introduction? Anyways, this is talking time with caffeine again. I have no idea how he got that name. Anyways, it is normally hosted by Vandalia 1998. However, he is having some technical issues, but he is with us in spirit and in chat.
Yes.
So we are doing the introduction. I am YOLO of Exabyte Spider, and this is Oloy of Exabyte Spider. Say hi, Oloy.
Yes. And I'm glad to be Oloy because we're
Yep.
exactly the same except exactly opposites,
Yep.
as the name suggests.
Yep. It was totally a deep meaning like that. It wasn't totally anything that I came up with in like 2 seconds or anything.
So what we were going to talk
And
about today?
normally Eric, the figgot eating penguin, is here, but he's not because he's a figgot.
He wouldn't do the thing.
Yeah. So I just hear him? I just heard him.
Was he just here?
Okay, it was just me. Maybe I drank more coffee. I don't know. So, yeah, we're just gonna. Right now, it's pretty much just us two. So we're gonna talk to you guys. Hi.
Yes.
Okay, so it looks like Anita, the fun gamer girl, thinks the UN cares that people will get banned for disliking her. So Anita, that's our first topic, Gabe.
Okay.
Talk. So yeah, let's start talking. Oh my God, Brett just messaged me. I mean Eric the God-eating penguin.
Yeah, don't say real names here. People can't know who we are. So, Anita.
He's. I messaged him. I'm like, get your fucking ass over here. He's like, what? Oh
He's
crap!
booking a hotel. Apparently, he's busy booking hotels.
I'm sorry. I forgot the part where I cared.
I missed the part, but that's my problem. It's waiting for the link buried in the chat. Well, dig it out.
I almost closed this out.
Okay, so what
There,
were we talking
send it
about?
to him.
Anita Sarkeesian, right?
Yeah, start talking. You talk,
You don't know.
damn you.
You don't know anything about her, do you?
I don't. I really don't. I don't follow that because to me it's really more of a political area, so I really don't care at all.
Well, it's not so much like political; it's more like social. Because Anita Sarkeesian is like one of those radical feminists who seem to think that disagreeing with her in any way
It's attacking her.
Yeah, is attacking her character, attacking her as a person, as opposed to someone just disagreeing on her because of her arguments.
So
like
she's irrational? No way. What a shock. You have turned my world downside up.
And I developed a distaste for her when Thunderfoot exposed how she misrepresented video games to make it seem like there really was some kind of patriarchal sexism going on. Like when she talked about Hitman Absolution. That part where you have to go through a strip club and you pass through those two strippers talking to each other.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, and what she made the game out to be was that those strippers were put there deliberately for you to interact with.
Oh, look who decided to show up. Also, that was an epic face reveal.
Aha, that was pretty epic, wasn't it?
It's okay. I already know your face.
Nowhere to run anymore.
No, I literally know his face. Like, his face detaches at night, and we totally just party.
Party hard.
Party all the time.
Oh, we're live right now?
Yes, we're live. I was talking about stuff.
We had to do the intro all our lonesome because freaking lame aunt's microphone is working.
He needs to get a new mic.
Yeah. Mac?
Get a new mic.
I ain't no Mac.
So wait, does Lament even talk anymore, or is he just
Lament?
He is with us in our hearts and chat.
Yes, and I can't read the chat, so I'm just gonna pretend that he's not here.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry, Lemo.
Yeah. Currently we're talking about Anita Sarkeesian.
Yeah, I was just saying that how she
to make fun of her, but I couldn't think of one. So.
Yeah, I was just talking about how she
Hitman Absolution. You pass through two strippers.
Yeah, what she made the game out to be like. You're supposed to interact with the two strippers that happen to be in the game because part of the game takes place in a strip club. And she says something like, the player can't help but feel feel dominance over these two characters because that's what they were meant for, or something like that.
Because
But
that makes sense.
yeah, but because of how the game actually works, the strippers aren't actually part of what you were supposed to be doing there, and they were put there just for ambience. And in fact, if you try to do something that isn't part of your objective, like kill someone when you weren't supposed to, it penalizes you. It penalizes you, and you lose part of your score and such. And that means that Anita Sarkeesian is deliberately misrepresenting what the game actually is in order to push her misandrist agenda.
Misandrist?
Yeah, misandrist. That's a word, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You mean my son?
Like, I had a latte this morning, and it was, like, so misandrist. Like, for real. Lamont says, she apparently thinks the UN has the power to police the internet and ban people who dislike her now, because they have free time and power to do that. So,
yeah, it seems
okay,
like
so
a weird
I'm assuming
venue.
she, like, went to the UN and said, hey, if someone disagrees with me, you need to, like, put them in jail or something?
Yeah, they were talking. She was. I haven't watched her testimony in full, but from the clips I've seen, um, she and her one of her colleagues, Rebecca Watson, they were talking about how they think it's a problem that they feel like they're being bullied into unjustifiably, and they don't actually consider that it's because they're saying dumb shit. And they think that the criticism is there just because they're women. That's the main point that they try to bring across, and that's a really hard point to really justify, and that's why YouTubers like Thunderfoot and Sargon and Bakad, try to go after these people because they don't realize what's actually happening.
Just picture Josh Feuerstein saying everyone hates Christians because they think evolution is true.
Remember that time Josh Feuerstein talked about the Christian Holocaust? As soon as they legalized gay marriage, he was like, see you guys, Christian Holocaust.
The world's gonna end.
My favorite thing was when Armored Skeptic said, only in America can giving people free
Giving people
rights be translated into taking away rights. Yeah.
Right.
That was pretty ridiculous.
That was. What is this? An arc for ants?
What about when Josh Feuerstein pulled out the gun?
Oh yeah.
That was great.
He was just like,
and he fucked up the word
God, get
amendment.
down!
He tried to say amendment, but he says like amendment.
I like his freaking internet arguments one board.
Oh, that's pretty good too. God, fucking shit, he's so creative. Wish I would have thought about that. Take it. I thought that too when he did that. He's like, wait a minute, let me just mark this board here. And I was just like, oh my god.
Did you guys enjoy the full moon, the full blood moon that I didn't see at all?
I didn't see it either.
You didn't see it either?
I swear, like, every single person ever just had clouds, like, hey.
I see you're trying to view something there. It's a shame if someone went in front of it.
That's a nice hypothesis.
Like, fuck you, clouds.
It would be a shame if someone tested it.
What about the water on Mars discovery? That was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that was awesome. It sucks we can't go near it though. That sucks so much.
Mm-hmm.
We can't contaminate it, and there was some kind of treaty signed to make sure nobody else tries to contaminate it.
And I mean, it's reasonable. It's definitely reasonable.
No, it definitely is. I mean, I wouldn't want to contaminate it. I'd wait.
There has to be a way around that, though, isn't there?
There are, but
sterilize.
not with our current abilities right now. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'd need
So
a
you
way
just need,
to
like,
sterilize.
super ultraviolet lasers.
Pretty much, yes, and we'd need a way to get those there and have them be effective enough to use
Yeah,
at
because
distance and
if you
all
were
kinds.
if you were to shine that kind of UV rays on the
And it would,
wouldn't it damage the
yeah,
equipment too?
yeah, it would
Yeah.
absolutely fry all the circuits in it.
So it's kind of hard. I mean, you'd have to set up like some kind of like they have to have some kind of
Maybe
like
like what's the word? Like a dome, a portable dome they can put over the sample,
Gabe,
and they can look through it
Gabe,
and
there have
examine through
been
that.
many, many, many movies as to why domes are not a good idea.
why?
Which movies are we talking about?
Yeah.
The Simpsons movie, Jurassic Park.
The glass balls, is that what you're thinking?
That one TV show, The Dome. Anything bad with a dome.
What
The
Okay,
Roman Colosseum, which isn't really
Do
a
you
dome,
have a better
but it has
idea?
essence of dome.
Do you have a better idea, Clinton?
There are
I don't
many other
hear 'em.
better ideas. They're just not. We're just not able to use them.
Well, let's say we could use them. What would you say?
Like Bert was saying, the infrared or not infrared, ultraviolet lasers, and like, or we could just like bring him a nice bath, or you know,
Like, why do we need to like extract it though? Can't we just observe it as it's there, like on Mars,
we
and
could from a
and just
distance,
relay
and then
the
by then it
images?
would just be like, oh look, water.
Would we need to sample it though? I feel like we need to sample it. So just
We
looking
would.
at
Couldn't
the
we
light.
just bring the equipment like from there, from here up to there, instead of having to transport it?
They plan on it when they actually send peoples to Mars.
guys?
Yeah.
I'm 99.99% sure that all of the engineers and astrobiologists or whoever they use to try to work this stuff out, I think. I mean, it's fun to consider it, but I don't think we're gonna, come across a revolutionary way to go about doing this. Because I'm pretty sure whatever we think about is gonna be thought about already.
Yeah.
But you know what I do have a question about is like, what does this mean? Does this mean that there's a good chance that life might be there? I know that the water itself really isn't, habitable, but does this mean that there possibly could have existed life or something of that matter?
I don't know. If there is, it's definitely very small scale. I don't
'Cause
know
water is water,
exactly.
though.
Do you guys know what the at least estimated the estimated Earth of Mars. The estimated age of Mars is? Do you guys know?
I'll look it up.
I know Earth. I want to say is about 4.8
I know what
billion.
Earth's is. Bert.
I don't think Mars should be much older than Earth. Oh, it says here 4.503 billion.
Okay, so
So it's
yeah,
almost
it would
as old.
definitely have time to have evolved
Yeah,
life
the Earth
forms.
is actually older than Mars.
Yeah, not by much, but well,
Yeah,
I mean,
so
half
it's
a
not
billion years is kind of a lot, but in planetary,
age. That's not too much uh, younger.
Yeah, but it only took like
shut up,
a
Jupiter. You're
billion
only
years,
17
a billion years for the
billion years,
first
okay?
life forms to appear on Earth. So
Yeah, there's a good chance that life might have already evolved there. Maybe. Well, isn't there speculation that Mars could have had a vibrant ecosystem, with oceans
Yeah,
and
mhm.
I have heard of that.
and if life
That's
had
why it
evolved
has all its
there,
canyons
yeah,
and
don't you think
mountains.
that maybe life could possibly, because so in order for fossils to exist, there have to be, just perfect conditions. Maybe life
hmm
already existed and is dead, and maybe we just haven't discovered it yet. Of course, you guys have probably already discovered
What if they find
considered this.
fossils like underground in Mars?
Right?
That would be pretty freaking cool.
Wouldn't that be cool?
But the water is
Or
a good
like
stepping
there's
stone.
We'd have to farm
there's like a
Mars anyway for.
velociraptor talon sticking out of the ground, and the Mars rover runs over it. And it's
It,
like, damn it,
pierce-
flat tire. And then it has to like drive for however many light years away Earth is from Mars, because I don't know that.
I don't think it's light years away,
And
but
then
it's.
gets the flat repaired. I know it's not even close to a light year.
But what happens like if Mars actually does turn out to have life on it? Let's say like we discover microbial life.
Yes.
Say
Okay.
simple microbial life. What does that mean now?
I'm
Well,
gonna fangirl like crazy.
Yeah, I think we all would.
Yeah.
It would be interesting if these microbial lives had other ways of replicating besides RNA or DNA that we see here.
Oh,
Wouldn't that
that
be
would
a
be
thing?
pretty cool.
Or what
And
if
what if like what is it if they weren't like carbon based, what if they were like maybe like
silicon
ammonia
based?
or silicon based? Yeah.
Yeah, my friends and I have talked about that before. I don't know if it was with Gabe. I mean, it probably was, but we were talking about like we base our search for life in other planets and solar systems based on the requirements for life here. But what if there is a possibility that life is able to exist in another way?
That's a good question.
Like, what if there's life that don't use cells? Like,
Yeah, or
what would they use instead, though?
what if to function they needed nitrogen and they needed to eat like sulfur in liquid form, or just the tons of other possibilities?
And can't because I know H2O is a pretty big factor when it comes to life, but I know that there are other types of, I want to say, liquids. I know like liquid nitrogen that could also support life.
Like, there's liquid methane. There's liquid,
Mercury.
what else am I thinking of? Some other things, but yeah, there are other liquid compounds that might support, maybe not support life as good as water, but if that's something that's all they had to deal with, then they're going to adapt to it because.
Well, and I mean, they could have been formed off of different basic elements. Like their amino acids and all of the different polypeptides that started life here, if we base it off of like just really basic macromolecules forming.
We do have to think about how
different molecules that started life in other places, who knows what they could need to function.
We also have to think about how abundant these elements would be, though. Because,
yeah, that's true.
You know, we're made of the most common elements in the universe. So either that means all life is almost inevitable with enough resources, or life is just inevitable with anything, and we just happen to be made of the most common ones.
Yeah. Or maybe, hell, there could even be just different well, no, that's not likely.
No.
But I was going to say they could just be made of different combinations of the same things we are, but no, that's not likely. We've observed most of the combinations that will occur with the elements that we're made of, so that's not likely.
That would be even cooler, because I know NASA.
If we had like spines and spikes and razors and shit.
Yeah.
Dragons were real.
Seriously. No, like legitimately, when I was like 4, I literally cried because dragons weren't real. I was crying for like 20 minutes. I refused to talk to anyone. Finally, my mom was like, "You need to tell me what's wrong." I'm like, dragons aren't real.
You're the Dragonborn, Clinton.
Bostro, dun, 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 dun.
Oh, my knee. I have an arrow in it.
Have you guys ever heard Neil deGrasse Tyson talk about like the guidebook to life or whatever, or like how he's pretty much talking about what you guys are talking
It's
about.
called the Bible.
No, 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 no. I'm talking about like you know how biologists or whatever they
Are
basically
liars and they don't
Yeah.
believe in the Bible.
exactly how they always
Satanic heathens.
they always
hmm
All they care about is what Darwin
They always
says.
lose their train of thought.
yeah no when they lose faith
Yeah,
they
right.
always contort their body and let the Dark Lord Satan show them the way. But I mean like
They
how
open their mouths in Cthulhu's arms.
Okay, what were you saying?
Okay, we promise we'll let you talk.
okay all right but well Mr.
Satanist.
Pretty much Neil deGrasse Tyson was talking about what you guys were just talking about, how life could be made up of different things and how biologists are kind of silly for trying to base life off of, Earth life. But
hmm
what would be cool is, because I know NASA, or at least I think
Illuminati.
maybe the private sector, wants to send a
The
probe.
Illuminati-funded sector.
What about the private sector? Shut up, Clinton. You're trying to talk.
Okay, I'll be quiet. Bert, you may talk now.
Bert, talk to us.
Okay, all right. So you know how
I was about to say, Bert, please, I can change.
you know how the private sector or NASA or somebody, they want to send a probe to Europa,
Mhm.
check and see if
Oh,
life
yeah.
exists there. Because
Yeah.
Bill and I was talking about how like these
Bill Nye. Okay.
the what is it? Water is shot into the atmosphere, and all you have to do is just take like a probe and then just collect the samples of the water to the atmosphere, and you could test for life that way. Like, what if they discover life on Europa and Mars? Like close to the same time.
What if
How
they
cool.
find? What if they
Dun,
found
dun,
microbes
dun.
that live here but also out there?
That would
What if-
be even crazier because
That would
means
be insane.
like, what if the DNA
what
was
if-
similar though? Like, what if the DNA was similar? Then we have a problem because
No, wait. What would be even more amazing is if they were, like, anatomically exactly the same, but their
What?
DNA was entirely different.
What?
wait, could that even be like? Is that a thing? Could that
That
happen?
would
That doesn't-
basically mean it's an entirely different system for replication.
Is that a thing?
I don't know.
I don't know. I can't imagine how that would work out.
But
That would
that's
be
what-
interesting.
That's what I'm saying. That would mean an entirely different system of replication, which would be even that more groundbreaking.
Yeah.
What would that mean though? Like,
I just told you twice.
no. You're not listening to the question. I mean, like,
We'd have to overhaul our
I should-
entire knowledge of how not only DNA replication works, but how
I just mean,
protein
like-
synthesis and RNA replication completely functions.
Okay, no, but it would also mean probably they have entirely different molecules that dictate replication. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
I mean, I guess I should have probably put a little more context in. I mean, like, what would happen here on Earth? Like, what would happen to religions? What would happen to
Creationists would be like,
Riots.
they're going to hell.
like, what would happen with like science and everything? Like, what would happen to people's like?
Astrobiology would just explode.
Wait,
I mean, it's
hold
already
on,
exploded,
hold on.
but
I have
it
an
would
idea.
really
Because
take off.
honestly, I really don't know much about like alien life, and
No one knows.
so let me ask my friend.
What are you saying?
Huh?
What's he saying?
What you say?
You say he's gonna ask somebody? Is that what he's saying?
Yeah. Did he mute himself?
Yeah. I'm talking to my friend right now because
Oh.
like I said, I don't really know much about like what life on another planet would mean for religion.
Yeah.
Or
So
governments?
I have
or
a
like,
friend.
Like, do you think people would be more interested in like space science? Do you think people would take it more seriously? Like, I wonder how the world would react if we were to find like life on another world. like, what if it just exploded? What if we, like I said, what if we found Europa and on Mars, we just found life there, and, like, within a 10-year span, like, possibly at most 20 years from now, like, let's say 10 years from now we discover life on Europa and life on Mars. Like, what the
Well, like,
hell
what
would
kind
happen?
of life are we talking about? Like, obviously, the
Microbial life.
more
Well,
microbial life. Well,
actually, let's say we find more complex life in Europa, but we find
like, what if we
microbial
found
life on
like
Mars.
tardigrades hanging out and eating all their microbes that we don't find here?
Yeah.
Like, tardigrades can live in outer space. We've done that. So what if we found them, but they're completely different genealogy from the ones we find here on Earth?
That would mean they originated there.
Or they originated somewhere else and now they're there.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, even what's cool also to think about, like, what if the DNA and the structure of life on Mars is extremely similar to that on Earth, that could possibly mean that at one point Earth either seeded Mars with life, or maybe Mars seeded life on Earth. Is that even possible? Is that something you
It
can?
could, or maybe something else seeded both of them.
Yeah. What if we discover that? No, that wouldn't work. Never mind. I was gonna
And then
say,
we
what if,
discover
like,
it. You said it wouldn't work.
it'd be extremely disappointing. Like, if just, I don't know how old Europa is, but if, like, Europa somehow seeded the Earth and Mars, I don't know. That's kind of freaking crazy. It's probably
Yeah,
too
let me
far out
look.
there. But, like,
About 4.5 billion.
so it's possible that Europa may have seeded life on Earth and
Well,
Mars, but that's an
it's a
extreme long shot.
yeah, because Europa is pretty far off.
Yeah.
It's kind of Jupiter's moon, one of many. What if we found life like on one of Saturn's crumbs surrounding it in its rings?
Crumbs.
Yeah, I call them crumbs. That's all they are. Its rings are just crumbs.
Do you guys know
You're a
of
crumb.
do you guys know of the moon Titan?
Oh yeah.
Obviously.
Is that also could that possibly also seed life? I feel like that could.
No, I think it's too cold. Is it a cold one? Oh no, it's got.
It has an atmosphere, and it's
And
Yeah, it
Europa's
does.
not cold? Like,
Maybe I'm
bruh.
thinking of something else.
well,
Bruh.
Europa's. I
Is
mean,
Europa the cold one?
My Europa, not yours, okay?
I'm just saying, hey man, Europa's warm, man. Underneath the insulated surface, you're
Oh yeah,
pretty freaking warm.
Oh, what?
Titan's
Shut up.
pretty cold. I see the where
Yeah,
the
like one
temperature
time I heard
negative
Europa and
negative
Titan
179.5
talking.
degrees
Titan was
Celsius.
just like, yo mama's so fat she's a map on Call of Duty, and like Europa just broke down crying. So yeah, I'd say Titan's pretty cold. No, sorry, that was a terrible.
You know, it'd be really cool.
Yes.
Like, if
If you would
somehow later
shut
on
up.
down the line, if we could have the technology to possibly move large bodies, like if we understood
Yeah.
quantum mechanics,
Like yo mama.
yeah, like my mama. But like, what if we could slingshot Titan into the orbit of Earth? That would be freaking cool.
That would like ruin the tide system we kind of have going on with the moon and shit.
That would ruin the tide system, but at the same time, Titan could turn into an Earth-like planet or moon. I'm pretty sure. I remember reading about that.
Well, yeah,
'Cause
because
it
it'd
would,
be closer to the sun.
yeah. We could terraform it, you know? It'd be badass.
Yeah, it's like we have another Earth
Hey,
or another
basically,
moon.
my friend didn't really give a very good explanation, but he said if life was found outside of Earth, any alien life, the Bible would be entirely disproven.
Really?
Yes.
Does the
Because the
Bible say
Bible,
anything about?
All
Wait,
he
you
said
interpret it?
was the Bible said that God created the universe, he then created humans, land animals, and air and sea animals for the earth. So the Bible would be entirely disproven. That's all he said. Like I said, he didn't give a very good explanation, but he said the sentence, the Bible would be entirely disproven.
as if it hasn't been already.
I know. Fuck with the geocentrism disproven, the 6,000-year-old Earth disproven, with the arc disproven, with the fact that humans weren't always existing in present form disproven, walking on
Hmm.
water being impossible.
He
How Jesus can defy
he
fucking.
said, "I don't know what it means for sadists, though." Lol. I'm like, do you even know what a sadist is? A sadist is a person who enjoys inflicting pain upon others.
Yes.
What
Maybe
that
he
would
meant
mean? That would mean good.
Satanists.
That's good news because you could tease religious people. That's pain, right? It's emotional pain. Be a good day.
So let's entertain what would happen if we actually found intelligent life, something of our caliber or higher, where we could actually
Communicate.
somehow communicate.
Like if Alpha
Yeah,
Centauri had like an Earth-like planet that we just completely overlooked somehow, and they were
sure.
communicating with us.
See, one thing I find interesting though is like, if we found alien life that was intelligent enough to communicate,
Hmm.
like a lot of the time, if people came across someone who spoke a language they didn't, we kind of have to like use words along with actions, right? Or point
Yeah,
to objects and stuff like that. The
yeah.
thing is,
We can't do
with
that
an
with.
alien race, we'd have absolutely nothing in common. Like, because
Like,
thanks
what if they
to
don't even have vocal
evolution,
cords?
uh, like a lot of like things like handshakes and
Hmm.
waving and all that stuff, it
Facial
was pretty
expressions,
universal, like all
fa-
the time.
especially with the
Yeah,
body language, facial recognition, and
yeah. And
how you
then, but
position
if we
yourselves.
came across an alien species, there would literally be nothing in common, literally nothing. So it
Yeah,
would be, honestly, I think it would be absolutely impossible. Like
To communicate?
if there is a way, I have no idea how.
like you wouldn't even
I
be able to like use sign language with them because you
Yeah,
can't teach them anything with that.
yeah.
Well, how do we transcribe languages? How do you have to like?
Like I said, we usually use uh verbal cues. Like if you were trying to say this is how you say hello, you'd like wave to a person or
Yes,
something. This is how you say apple. You say the word and then point to an apple.
and some
And you
people
do
learn
that
learn
until
languages.
you can learn basic words, and then from there you'd try to teach them like basic sentence structure, grammar, and then you'd use basics to just expand upon what they already know. But
Hmm.
with an alien species, we would literally not be able to even establish basics. Or at least not in a way that I could think of.
What about you know how some people learn how to speak a language just from being exposed to their culture? What if aliens could pick up that same kind of visual and uh, what's the word?
Yeah, but
Contextual
they'd still have to
learning.
they would still have to
Just
under
studying how just studying how
well, no, they
how
would
these
know,
people
like,
communicate.
again, they'd kind of know what they're talking about given that they're familiar with aspects of this world.
Hmm.
Can't we just communicate in binary? Isn't that a thing?
So, like, if you see two people walking up to each other and you don't know what language they're speaking, and they say, "Hello, how are you doing?" and they like shake hands or hug or something, you'll
Hmm.
know that they're greeting. But again, with aliens, they probably would not understand that we're greeting. Because
Yeah.
for them,
This
a
is
hug could
assuming that
be
they
us
live.
trying to murder each other.
Yeah.
And then they could see us fighting and they think we're aggressively making love. Like, who fucking knows?
Yeah, this is assuming that they have a society, that they have some kind of culture that
Yeah, but there would
that in
just
any way happens to resemble ours.
there'd be absolutely no middle ground to establish any kind of baseline or anything. So
Unless you're talking about mathematics, like you were saying, Brett, binary.
yeah, I did think of that, but I don't even know how binary works.
I remember watching a Vsauce video about how
it's like positive and negative. I did some kind of class on it.
I know it has something to do with like totals, and you have a certain way to make totals, and then like.
Well, there's
I
a
think it's
Vsauce
like-
video where he talks about
I think
talks
it's
about how they put
12 or so characters that makes up a letter or something. I don't know. I've heard JavaScript is a lot more practical.
What were you saying, Gabe?
So anyway, I was watching the Vsauce video, and he was talking about how the astronauts in the 1960s and these physicists and these mathematics all put together this this plaque that they put on every satellite that they launched up, and this plaque has a picture of what we look like. They have a picture of a man and a woman.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that gold plate thing.
Yeah.
And it has like these lines that spiral out, and they're supposed to represent measurements saying where we are in relation to other things in our solar system or our galaxy.
It also has a picture of a hydrogen atom so that they know how the space between the distances. A picture of the solar system so that they can judge that.
Yeah, what planet we inhabit.
Other information.
And it seems like the best shot we have, because these are things that make up the very foundations of our physical universe that we know of, right?
By the way, this is Paradox, everyone who's not watching.
Oh, yeah.
Fermi Paradox?
Get it? Because we have no viewers. Haha, it's funny. Introduce yourself.
What?
Introduce yourself.
Mr. Paradox.
Len.
Who's introducing who?
You're introducing yourself.
Oh. Hi guys, I'm an asshole. Okay, next question.
There was a first question?
I guess, I don't know.
I said introduce yourself. Learn sentence.
I did.
Okay, so what were we talking about? We were talking about
languages for aliens that we could somehow communicate.
I think we should move on, because I have a pretty important topic. Just the other day, guys, don't worry, this is good. Just the other day, I got 2 new pillows.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, great. I'm glad you told us this.
And 1 new pillowcase.
And this is important.
I had sex
why?
this morning.
I didn't.
Was it with a banana?
No, with another dude.
Oh, dang.
And you didn't invite us.
Nope.
I thought we were friends.
This is awkward silence. Can we go back to the discussion of possibly communicating alien life? Like,
yeah, seriously, we need to get back to
planetary
talking
civilizations and how like other life might look like, because that's pretty important shit. I'm pretty sure Michio Kaku predicted that we would come in contact with aliens before I died. So, like, I want to know.
Better become a Type 1 civilization already.
And didn't are we 2 things. I'm pretty sure we're at 0.7 in the
0.7. That's somewhere.
Yeah, and then isn't Stephen Hawking like the ambassador? Like, if somehow like aliens were to just land on our planet and they're like, "Greetings, where is your leader?" They would use Stephen Hawking or something like that.
Nope.
Be Carl
Probably
Sagan.
George Bush.
Or Neil deGrasse Tyson.
No, Neil deGrasse. Wait, who was decided to be the guy who talks to alien life?
It's been
Donald
decided.
Trump.
That would be fucking horrible.
There's a list of respectful. There's a list of respectful scientists who are mostly.
There's
they're
probably
all
several, and it's just whoever's.
It should be a
closest.
committee of people, not just one.
It should
person.
be a comedian.
A comedian.
It's just there's a list of several prominent scientists and physicists, and you'll end up even having myself at the very bottom of that fucking list. So
Nice.
I mean, there's a possibility that it may end up being me, although very slim.
Mm-hmm. Nice. That's a good aspiration.
That goes towards like Neil deGrasse Tyson, the zombie of Carl Sagan,
Stephen Hawking.
the computer that Stephen Hawking owns.
Stephen Hawking interpreter.
The computer that is enslaved by Stephen Hawking.
No, I'm gonna actually.
Or is it Stephen Hawking that is
Karen.
enslaved?
Plankton's
Bum,
wife.
bum, bum.
Plankton's WIFE.
CAMPFIRESONG. Anyways, you were saying?
That's
Who
it.
was, who was saying?
I think Penguin was trying to say something.
Oh, who will speak to Earth during like a UFO disclosure or something? Like who's the representative? And it looks like.
I am not authorized to talk on that subject, so if you're going to continue to go onto that tangent, I will have to leave the hangout.
Do it, you won't.
What,
I'm not really sure if
what
I-
if they land
website.
before we can get a committee together, or before we can actually appoint someone?
Then we panic and blow up the Earth.
Who would they end up talking to? What if they landed in the deep south and all the rednecks are like, "The fuck is this?" and they start shooting them?
That's a
Before they can
possibility,
get away.
actually. That's a very real possibility, and then that would cause war. And we'd
Yeah.
probably
Scientist versus scientist. Another Cold
No, it
War.
would probably be more like militant aliens versus rednecks. And I'm pretty sure I could tell you who would win that.
What if they're like really primitive aliens?
Oh,
Which is- And they're
I
just
have
on
an
their
idea for you guys.
first. They're on
Until
their
they got
first voyage.
I have an answer for you guys. Like if aliens were to just land right in front of the White House, like what would happen the day of? And it looks like the whoever's the current director of the United Nations, they would
Oh.
lead the job, and then following or before the meeting, there would be an emergency meeting of the UN to
Mhm.
initiate the position of the United Nations ambassador to extraterrestrials.
They have one.
Guys, I know
They do, they don't talk
exactly
about it.
who it would be.
What?
I know exactly who it would be.
Who?
John Cena!
Oh my God. Here's a good question. If aliens did visit Earth today, what country would they land in and why?
Hmm. Would they live in like the very poorest countries because no one's there, or the very populated country because everyone's there?
Ethiopia.
What?
I'm
Ethiopia.
pretty sure they would
Ethiopia.
either land in. They'd probably go to New York, maybe, because isn't it like the center of the world or something like that?
Times Square maybe, but there's a ton of people there.
Yeah.
There'd be nowhere to land unless like on top of a building.
Maybe they would like just teleport down, like beam me up, Scotty, or something like that. I don't know.
Everyone just walking and then they suddenly get teleported out of the way.
Well, I mean, wouldn't they go to the United States first, just because the United States is one of the biggest?
I mean,
powers
I'm
in the world?
patriotic, but I'm not. I wouldn't say that. I think they might visit
I mean,
Canada first.
I can see maybe the aliens going to the Vatican, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
So it's a really, or
Would the
maybe
Pope
like
say anything to these aliens?
I'm pretty sure.
Have you heard of this thing called the Bible?
That'd be kind of shitty. Well, I mean, the aliens would probably look at us like we were crazy if we tried to suggest the Earth is only.
We need to send our
4,000 years
best
old.
missionaries to these aliens.
I know. Try to convert them. That'd be fucking
Probably
hilarious.
would be like, guys, it needs to be me. You're gonna screw up the word of God, just let it be. And then he'll walk up to him, get off my fucking lawn.
No, it'd be amazing.
Trying
if,
to
like,
take our jobs.
if the aliens had the technology.
Dirk.
If the aliens had the technology to like use our satellites to learn about us, and then like
Oh yeah.
they could speak English
Could they
fluently.
hack
Let's just
into
say,
our internet?
yeah,
Could they
like
hack
what if they could just speak English fluently? Say they could speak
just from
English fluently. They
how we
landed.
just from how we
That is
talk to
another
each
thing
other?
I've wondered. Like, what if something developed completely different from us, but still just happened to have the exact same language?
That'd be
That'd be pretty cool.
extremely amazing coincidence.
Yeah, that would also be extremely rare and probably non-existent.
Like, what
Well,
if
I
they don't
mean,
even have vocal cords?
the universe is a
It's
big
communicated
place.
through writing.
The universe is a big place. Okay, so it's possible that somewhere, maybe in an alternate reality, I don't know, fucking somewhere, somebody speaks English.
By the
Or
way,
if it's
guys,
not
when I was
English, it's a
asking
shitty
my
version of
friend
English.
about like what would happen if alien life was found, he said, so the Bible would be entirely disproven, but it won't be. Haha. I'm like,
That'd
bruh.
be hilarious as shit.
And
You
then
know
he's
how
like,
we
I don't know what it
freak
means.
out?
He's like, I
What?
don't know what it means for sadists, though, lol. I'm like, and then, as I said, do you know what a sadist is? He's like, Satanist, whatever. I don't know the terminology. Like, we're not Satanists.
How would creationists talk to these aliens?
I think their belief
Oh,
system would be
okay, okay. I was telling him about my John Cena joke, and he's like, it
Oh,
should be the Pope. That would be hilarious. And I'm like, why do you think it would be hilarious? He's like, it would be funny because that's his entire religion disproven. He said also,
I'm sure Ken.
or it could
I'm
be
sure Ken
Trump,
Ham
or Trump can
Ken
just build a
Hovind.
wall around Earth and never let the Martian government send their crap.
What if like there were aliens, intelligent aliens, and they happen to believe in creationism?
Oh my god. I would just end it. I'd be
I'm pretty
done.
sure that like space
Anymore. I'd just be like, no, no, I'm done.
I'm fairly certain space-faring aliens would not
Our
believe
first time meeting aliens, and they had to be these aliens.
bruh. You're missing the point here. Like, in order for an alien to visit Earth, they have to at least be a Type 2 civilization. They have to be able to advance out of their solar system.
Yeah,
So
but
maybe
that's
if they were
observational
intergalactic,
science.
let's
They
say
just have to know observational science. They don't need to know
I'm pretty sure
historical
if a
science.
if a species could reach galactic, I'm fairly certain ideas like young Earth creation not even exist in their society to a point where like if you tried to consider it, you probably would get laughed at and done for the rest of your life.
Maybe.
Like,
But what if they've
if they
just
could
been like monitoring us this whole time, and then like they heard a preacher spouting off, and they're like, "Wait a second, this makes a lot of sense." And then they heard about the Crusades, and they're like, "Wait a minute, this is a good way to force our beliefs on people." Then they just killed everyone who wouldn't believe in it, and then that's like the dominant religion now.
Oh god.
you know what
That's
sucks
not
to
even
think
history repeating itself. It's history doing itself all over. That's even
If
more than repeating itself.
I'm fairly certain if galactic type civilizations were to actually find us, I'm pretty sure they would not. Either they could not or they would not communicate with us because we're either.
So what would they do? Would they just
They would
stay
probably
there
just
and
take
watch us?
They would either study us, like they like, for biological purposes, or they would, yeah,
The
or
probe
they would probably,
experiments.
yeah, they'd just kill us off and take the planet for resources or whatever.
We just
They probably
become
send
their
like an
lab
army of
rats.
nanobots. What's that?
We just become their lab rats.
Pretty much, or they would just send in a massive fleet of like trillions of nanobots that would disassemble and destroy all life on Earth.
And then the nanobots would evolve and
The
become
trilobots.
trilobots. Yep.
Good heavens, trilobots. Okay, now let's talk about the saddest possibility, which is that. Crap, I lost it.
Guys, can we
Never
get
mind.
back to my pillows?
What was that thing you guys
Breeding
were talking
zoos
about?
are very are a very real possibility as well.
What's that?
What if they keep us as pets?
Hey, breeding with aliens is possible?
Yeah, but our kids probably wouldn't. Okay, wait.
No.
It
What if
again, it depends on if they
they
have.
might not even be sexually reproductive?
Yeah,
Okay,
like
they could
Oh my
survive
God.
we still
asexually.
haven't completely figured out the reason for sexual reproduction here. Like
Yeah, not completely. We have ideas, but
hypotheses, not
Oh my
theories.
God. If you guys look up breeding with aliens, so much freaking
I was never
troll
going
bait
to
comes
look
up.
that up ever.
Oh, so much conspiracy just popped on my screen that I'm actually just gonna go back now.
Lamont, said they would breed us like we breed dogs. That's very unlikely because they'd have to understand human evolution and genetics, which is not very likely.
Yeah, because
So,
their biology and their genetics could be entirely different,
yeah,
as we've
Lamont.
established.
Jeez.
You guys were talking about that thing, that plaque or whatever that displays like mathematics, like where we are in our
Yeah.
solar
Oh,
system,
yeah.
or whatever. Like, what is that called?
Oh, I forget what it's called.
The doctrine
No, it's not.
of
Doctrine.
intergalactic.
But it's on the Voyager 1. Just look up Voyager 1 and there might be something there. Because it was on the first craft that we put into space. I don't know what it's called.
Oh, you mean the one? Oh, okay. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but there's another one.
There's another one?
Yeah, there's another one. Fuck, I'm forgetting what the fuck it's called. God,
Yeah, I'm trying to look shit up.
like what the Voyager 1? Oh.
Grilled cheese?
Hmm?
Grilled cheese?
Grilled cheese?
No.
I'm
Hey,
kidding.
Gabe. Wait,
What?
you turned down grilled fucking cheese.
Yes.
How
'Cause I already ate
you
Frankenberry.
Asian mother?
I already ate Frankenberry. with
Just shut
milk.
up, Gabe. I think I need to leave now.
What?
I cannot believe you.
Baby, come back. You can
Any
blame it
kind
on
of
me.
fool could see.
Damn, I'm trying to think of like.
I'm just skimming through the Wikipedia article, trying to find out where it's at. Golden record. That's what's on there. That's not what I was thinking of, but that's what's on the Voyager.
Fuck.
Like, what if the aliens did have audio and or video technology, though? Would they have developed technology the same way? Or would they have done something different with the same principles that we done it with?
Alright, guys, here's another question.
Okay, don't answer mine, I guess.
Wait, what?
I said, let me say it again. What if the aliens had some kind of audio and visual technology brought out by the same discoveries that we made, but they did something entirely different with it? Would they be
I
able
don't
to
know
play
if
this
that
golden
would
record?
really... Oh, well then, no, probably not.
I found that thing I was looking for.
Oh, what is it?
Can I post it in the Google Hangout, or can it just be put on Facebook?
You can. I won't be able to see it, though.
I will. You only need one person to see it.
Okay, so fuck. How do I put the picture up? No, wait. Can I actually? I can put it up on my computer, and then I can switch to my.
Yeah, that works.
Do it.
Just a second here.
But while he's doing that, let's say we found life on Mars.
Okay.
What if we found out that DNA-wise, it was exactly like us. Same replication
Okay.
system and everything.
Right.
Be disappointing.
We'd
But
have...
No, I don't think
That
so.
would raise a question.
Yeah.
Did life here originate from Mars? Or did life on Mars originate from here?
Uh-oh.
That could. That's not the. Those aren't the only possibilities, though.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Like,
Jet,
what if that's the only
what's
way
that
life
logical
could come
fallacy
from?
again? What's that logical fallacy called?
I have it up.
False dichotomy.
Yeah,
So what the hell is this, guys?
I got caught up in false dichotomy.
Yes.
Have you guys seen this picture, whatever? I mean, there's a video that was describing
yeah,
It's a really nice
thing.
blank screen.
That blackness, though.
Really pretty.
No, we're gonna go to the entire screen, whatever, entire screen. There you go, share.
I've heard screen share doesn't work when something's on full. Oh, there it is. By
Hey, I see
Bolton
something.
Glyph Composite.
Yeah, like what the fuck is this shit?
Oh, that's not what I
Arecibo.
was thinking of.
What is it?
It's similar to the golden record thing. I was reading about it. I don't know too much about it, but supposedly there's like a. I know this is conspiracy. This is bullshit because there was a crop circle that kind of was a.
So why are you showing it?
No, I'm showing it because I'm wondering where the Arecibo or whatever the hell you say it, the one that shows the human stuff, like where the hell that was put? Like, was that put on like a
Yeah, and I have to watch that
satellite or
Vsauce
a
video.
probe
again.
or something? Because I mean, the one on the left, the glyph is bullshit, but on the Arecibo, that's the one I was curious about. Like, where the heck? I'm trying to figure out where this was put and if it's like.
All right, guys. I just thought of a really good hypothetical.
What's that?
Because I have no idea what the fuck this thing Bert's showing us is supposed to be. Now, let's say we find life on like 7 different planets, alright?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say about 5 of them are way, way scattered from here and each other. Yet all of them have DNA structures, replication systems similar to ours, meaning, and like pointing to the same origin.
Sure.
What would
Or
that
maybe
mean?
by the same abiogenetic process.
Yeah,
That could
what would
happen
that
too.
mean
What if
if every piece of life throughout the entire universe had the exact same origin?
I don't think that's possible.
Well, that would mean
that's why
that
this is a
there's
hypothetical.
only that would mean that there's only
That would
a
mean
very
either.
specific situation that life can arise, and
Yeah,
it can't
I think the
appear
only
any
3
other way.
possibilities would be life originated at the Big Bang, which would be like
In one place at one time.
so hard to figure out.
I think
Yeah.
How
I think that would
God is real,
yeah. One of the
or what Gabe said, there is only one possible way for life to originate.
because
Yeah.
I mean if I don't really see if life was the same everywhere, then either God is real or
And
Or
Gabe,
the
thanks
physical
for coming
laws
up with
of it.
that possibility, because I never would have thought of that,
Yeah.
or at least not like initially.
well, I don't really see how evolution would
Well,
only bring about life.
we're thinking about the origin of life.
We're talking
It's
like
just because they're-
abiogenesis,
Yeah.
not evolution.
I mean,
I'm
things
saying
could
it
come
just
about
has
the
the
same
same
way.
basic chemicals and processes.
Oh,
So
okay.
They could
is
turn
made
out
of the
differently.
same basic amino acids, AGCT,
I mean,
and that DNA replication system.
think 99% of that answer would, or at least somewhere close to that, it would mean that abiogenesis only has to have very specific
Mhm.
requirements to originate, or maybe God's real. I mean, I can kind of see how you could,
Yeah, but you'd still have to present God.
Yeah.
You still have to demonstrate
that's what I'm saying.
it. It's
And
still
also,
parsimonious to think it still doesn't indicate that.
Okay, and I don't think God is necessarily the right thing to say, just a higher power. Like an all-powerful
A
being.
trans-dimensional being.
Maybe a being
Yeah.
is seeding life or something. I don't know. That's a long
Aliens
stretch.
above our dimension. So let's
Wait, be
consider
quiet
that
for a
this is
second.
just a universe. What?
I heard like some weird like moaning sound.
What?
I don't know, like some freaking gremlin was talking in a low voice. I don't even know.
Aliens! They're on to us. We're talking about some deep shit here, man.
Yeah, what if that scenario I was talking about did happen and it was released everywhere? What do you think would happen when Kent Hovind got that information?
He'd be like, "This is the Kent Hovind theory. It's not true." Like how he said about
These
geocentric.
atheists are just showing up in these super sophisticated graphs, and they're just posing in these
Oh, he'd use it as evidence.
He just had to
obviously
deny
use
it. He
as
just had to
undeniable.
deny.
No, he'd also use it as undeniable evidence that God is real, because the only thing in his mind would go to is that would mean God created
Either
it.
that, or he just never acknowledges it. Because there are people who do that. You know, they just completely disregard any information.
Yeah, like take the flat earthers.
Completely shut it out.
I think it would be. He'd either absolutely deny it or use it as irrefutable proof, but I think once he heard the idea that it could be used to undeniably prove God, then he'd use it all the time.
Literally,
Well, that'd be like every other apologist approach.
the only way you would be. Well, actually, you can't prove a negative. So
I know.
there's literally
In
no
most
way
cases.
where he would have to be like, you know what, guys, I was wrong. You know what? I don't really see him doing that. I don't. See
What?
Yeah,
Can't
he's
see him
worked
admit
too
he's
hard.
wrong?
He's worked
No
too hard
way.
for too long to just admit at any point now.
Unless like somehow
It's
He
alright.
had
He's
his
gonna die.
he had
Like,
his chance when he
who
came out of
cares?
prison to fess up and say, "Look, all this stuff I said was bullshit. I'm sorry." But no, he says the same shit after just 10 years.
guys, he's gonna die in like 10 years. Who cares?
here's what we do. Here's what we do.
Not
here's
with
what we do.
modern medicine, he's not.
See, isn't there like a type of biology where it kind of works with like cryogenics or something like that, where you can freeze yourself for extended periods of time after death?
I don't think that would really have to do with biology. I think that's just cryogenics.
But there's like a certain type of
It's
biology
like a
that
field
deals
of
with that
physics.
because
Field of
I know
physics,
that
maybe.
freezing an organism would cause the expansion of cells, and it really won't work for humans, and et cetera, et cetera. So I know there's a type of biology that deals with cryogenics, but I just mean like if Kent Hovind were to die, this is theoretical, and you were
The
to
Earth
freeze
would cheer.
and like after 20 or 30 years, you were just to bring him back and be like, well, how was your time in heaven? And he was just like, well, wait a minute, I was dead. That's the only conceivable possible way I can see you actually being like, well, I guess you're wrong, Mr. Hovind. But who the hell would go out of their way to freeze a guy,
Right? It's
bring him
really
back just to prove God doesn't? Wait a minute, that's actually genius. Disproving all religions in one easy scenario. Wait for a guy to die, freeze him, and then somehow bring him back to life. Like, wait for him
He'd
to go
just
into
make
cardiac
up
arrest.
something.
Wait for him to go into cardiac arrest, then freeze him quickly,
He
and
would
then bring
just
him
make
back.
up something.
Or you have to hope the guys. Or you have to do it to the Pope. That's the only possible way. But people would be like, no, he's fucking lying.
Even the creationists
Okay, but honestly, I can
accept
definitely stand the current Pope. He's actually not bad at all.
No, he's not. I really like the Pope.
He cool.
He acknowledges science.
Yep.
And he acknowledges all the things wrong in the world.
climate change
And, he's-
acceptalist.
Yeah, he accepts climate change. He accepts evolution. He accepts the Big Bang Theory. Like, the guy's fucking pro as shit. And then
Progressive
everybody's
Seriously.
young Earth creationists and other Christians and Catholics, I hear people like saying, "Yeah, he's part of the devil. He's worshiping the devil." Whatever.
He's
I'm
a
just like,
false pope.
I'm just like, really? the guy. You don't even know how hard it is to become the Pope. You're like a member of your council for years. And
Yeah.
Okay, honestly, I don't. I have no idea like what any of those processes are like.
it's super hard. You
CGP
have
Grey
to work.
does a video on it. I'll send you a link to it.
It's
No,
really
pretty
good.
interesting.
It literally takes
I
your
doubt it
entire
is.
life. You literally have to work your entire life to become the Pope. It's not just
Yeah.
some shit that's given
Ah.
to somebody haphazardly. It's like it's a painstaking process, and sometimes there's a good chance that you won't even be appointed the Pope. Like you could devote your entire life to try to become the Pope, and it just won't happen. Like
Yeah, it's actually a democratic process. Well,
it's
fairly
really
democratic
hard.
process.
Yeah.
Ah.
So to sit there and say that the Pope worships Satan or that he's some kind of antichrist or something is like just the most ignorant thing ever. Like how can you say that? Like the Pope is supposed, like the guy supposedly communicates with God, and you're just gonna sit there and say something like that? Like that's
Yeah.
like the dumbest thing you can say.
No true Scotsman all the way.
Really? Like how do you respond to that? Seriously, like it's just
These
people are
people-
stupid. Seriously, it's like they
You
choose
respond
to
by
live in a
just
stupid
saying,
world.
"Please stop. You're embarrassing yourself."
I
Oh, I
just
found out what the thing was. Pioneer plaque. That's what it's called.
Ah,
the Pioneer plaque. What?
Yeah. The thing where
Pioneer.
I was talking about, that Vsauce was talking about, the two humans and the hydrogen atom. It's called the Pioneer plaque.
Oh,
It's
okay.
it's on Pioneer 10. So I was a bit
Okay.
off. But yeah, it's a
What you say?
very intricate. It's a very intricate thing.
all right. So, do we have any other topics? We've been talking about this for kind of a while.
Well, it's a big
Right.
deal, man. Like,
It is. I know.
We can even talk about
definitely
physics in the
continue
future.
it on the next one.
What's that?
We can definitely continue it on the next one, but I think we should probably come up with a new topic or just end the podcast. Two.
Okay, what's the topic?
Okay, I got a topic.
Shoot.
You guys are probably gonna hate me for saying this, but the Pope and Kim Davis. Oh, I said it.
Oh god.
I have
Wait.
no idea what that is.
She lied. Kim Davis.
I don't
lied and
even
said
know who Kim Davis is.
the American lady who refused a marriage license to a gay.
Oh, yeah.
The one everyone has been talking about.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember now. I
The
remember.
person who says gay marriage is wrong.
Yes,
but
yes,
yet has
yes,
four
yes,
husbands.
yeah. What?
She supposedly met with the Pope, and she said that the Pope hugged her and thanked her for her bravery, etc., etc., and that the Pope
What?
was, yeah, like the Pope was pretty much saying that he was okay and supported what she did. You know, he tried to do it secretly, and like her attorneys and everything were like, yeah, this actually happened, and then like the Pope and the Vatican actually had to come out and say, you know, no, this meeting never took place. Kim Davis is a
What?
fucking bitch. Yeah.
No way.
I could be
That's-
wrong somewhere in there, but it would only
That
be
is
slightly.
bullcrap.
That's
That
pretty
did not
bad.
happen. It didn't. Do
Yeah,
you know how obvious it would be if the Pope went somewhere?
What? No, it's that I'm reading a Yahoo article on it. On Friday, Vatican spokesman released an extraordinary statement, personally approved by Pope Francis, debunking nearly everything that has been reported this week about a meeting between the Pope and Kim Davis.
Yeah,
What?
like I said, it would be so obvious if the Pope went literally anywhere. So
I know, I was pretty
I really
I mean, the
doubt
guy
that's a
has to go
thing.
around in a glass cage. A glass
Seriously.
bulletproof cage.
Seriously. No, it didn't happen.
The
And
craziest thing was
no, that
Dr. Lawrence Krauss. He's the one who kind of exposed me to that.
Yeah.
Like he posted an article saying, like, once again, the smiley Pope reveals his true face, and I was like, wow, like why would you say that? And I was like, apparently Mr. Krauss does not like, or Dr. Krauss does not like the Pope or something. Like he fell
Oh.
for it.
he must just
Davis
hate
lied. Like,
Catholicism then.
I'm just saying, like
Just religion
Kim
in general.
Davis and her attorneys claimed something, and Dr. Krauss believed it, like
Yeah,
wholeheartedly.
that's true. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, and
then-
she's not Catholic. She's
To
Pentecostal, apparently.
To relate to that, did you guys see freaking what's that famous atheist name? The gray hair, fucking I'm forgetting his name. Brain farting majorly right now. He's like the main face of atheism.
Richard Dawkins?
Yes, freaking Richard
How do you
Dawkins.
forget his name?
I don't know. I forgot his name for a second. But did you guys see Richard Dawkins respond to Ahmed's clock?
Oh yeah, he's like,
Oh,
is this
yeah.
a conspiracy?
Yeah, he was like, Ahmed made it so he could get an invitation to the White House and so he could take advantage of the situation.
Oh,
He's like,
jeez.
it's a conspiracy. I was like, what? Like, he believed that. He was like trying to defend himself after he said that or whatever. And like, people were like, Dawkins, shut the fuck up. You're making us look bad. I was like, what? How could a guy like that?
Yeah, I was in
fall
a
for
bit of disbelief myself.
I was like, wow. It's kind of embarrassing. And I think I also recall Bill Nye a long time ago. He was there was some kind of tornado or natural some kind of fire, some disaster down in Texas that just
Yeah.
happened, and Bill Nye was just like, "Oh, that's climate change for you again, folks."
What?
And then like
No way.
like a mass amount of like what meteorologists were like fled to Bill's Twitter page and were like, "Bill, you're fucking stupid. Shut the hell up." No, yeah, that
No
happened.
way.
Yeah, that also happened. I was like, wow. I was like, what the fuck? So
Did you guys hear what he? Did you guys hear what he said about abortion?
Yeah, I heard what he said. He's like, you literally don't know what you're talking about.
That's awesome. It's so awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Let me bring up the tweet though that Bill posted and see. Bill Nye.
Bill Nye, the science guy. Bill
What
Nye,
he
the
hears
science guy.
what he hears at night. Bill.
Seriously though, I love his freaking what's the word I'm looking for? Presence on the internet.
Yeah.
Freaking love it.
I liked his cameo in Comedy Central. Where just like, just
Yeah.
fucking stupid.
Yeah. No,
You should
like
do
you
more
remember
comedy
how we
bits.
were freaking out like about him saying one swear word?
Yeah.
I saw a video of him like swearing the entire time. He said
It was
fuck
hilarious.
at least 32 times. Like,
He also said something about the universe being created especially for white girls in their 20s.
oh yeah.
It's hilarious. You should do stand-up.
Okay, so I found it. I'm gonna put it up
I
now.
bet you did.
Let's see. Let's go to screen share. Screen share. Entire screen.
Share your screen, bruh.
How's it going, Gabe? Let's see your
That's
face.
my face.
Okay.
Epic face reveal.
So let's find it. Here.
It's so epic.
Fucking go away.
Bill floods Texas.
Ad block, bruh.
Gosh, I don't know if the Daily Caller is also a
Ad
substantial
block,
place to get
bruh.
information. But they have the tweet and everything here, so it's fine. It says, Bill floods Texas, Alaska is on fire, just a little global warming and climate change, nothing to worry about. And I was just kind of like, at first, I really didn't know what to think about it because I didn't really see a problem with what he said. I kind of was just brazing over it. But then, like, they have, like, let's see, is Ryan Ma a good source of information? Also, you probably noticed all my tabs open, too.
Holy Jesus, fuck.
Joe Bastardi said something. What the fuck are these people? What are the meteorologists? Oh, yeah, Ryan Breton, here's a meteorologist. Bill Nye, you stand for everything that's wrong in the world. Weather and NJ, your hysteric stance is harmful to scientific body, currently researching true footprint.
People make mistakes, I suppose.
I guess he got. I was like in disbelief first as well. I was like, what the hell's going on? Is this like really going? Is this really happening? So I went on Twitter and I found the tweet and like it was like a barrage of just even more than this of just climate scientists. I was just like, damn. It was pretty brutal. I mean, is what he's saying here? I don't
What
think
does he say?
Bill floods Texas, which I'm pretty sure this looks like a hurricane.
Mm.
Maybe. Alaska is on fire.
It's like a penis. Or
Wait.
a shrimp.
No, it's a
Oh
tropical
my god,
storm.
it's a shrimp.
It's a tropical storm. Not
It's
a
shrimp. It's
Not
shrimp.
It's just a tropical storm shrimp.
There you go. It's a tropical storm, and then Alaska's on
Penis.
fire, and he's just like, a little global warming and climate change. Like, now of course, climate change and global warming kind of made it worse, but say that global warming and climate change caused that directly. I don't know if that's what he's implying, but it's
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
kind of silly. So, just want to share with you guys. And then that Richard Dawkins thing was kind of funny as well. Like, if there are some pretty brutal tweets sent to that guy. I think a couple people were calling him some old fart or whatever. It's pretty good. Wait. Hold on. See if I can find it. Excellent. I found it.
That's a very nice cricket noise.
Doesn't it go along with the podcast right now, do you think?
No, it's more just annoying.
What do you guys think Ken Hovind thinks of climate change? He doesn't really talk about it, does he?
He probably thinks it's bullshit.
Probably.
I would assume so.
Like every other conservative.
I mean, there's actually a term for people who. It's called like fuck. It's
called fuck. You're a fuck.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Oh, there's a term.
Whether Ken Hovind and people like him accept climate change. Talk about that.
I'm like how young
deniers
or whatever climate deniers are grouped in with people who accept young Earth creationism, blah blah. But there's a term that I'm finding it right now. It's called crank magnetism. That's what it is.
Crank magnetism.
Crank magnetism.
Crank
crunk.
magnetism.
Yes, and I will explain
Holy
it.
Shit, dude! You have 651 emails.
Crank magnetism.
No. Shut up. You have 651 emails. If that is not your spam folder, I'm gonna punch you.
Get out of here. Oh wait.
The condition where people become attracted to multiple.
Oh my God! 6,519. Bert. God. Oh my God. I hate you.
Calm down, Clinton.
No, he has 6,519 emails. Geb.
So?
That's fine.
That's too many.
2 minutes.
Is it gonna screen share? The fuck?
No, don't go to screen share.
Fantastic. Okay. So crank magnetism. It's the condition where people become attracted to multiple crank ideas at the same time. You know that saying?
Yeah, it's definitely a thing.
Yeah, it's you know.
Oh, I like that quote at the top. A
What?
sovereign citizen, a creationist, an anti-vaxxer, and a conspiracy theorist walks into a bar. He orders a drink.
He orders a drink.
That's good. That's good.
That's like pseudoscience in a nutshell.
What? No way. Okay,
There needs to be
forgive me
chemtrails.
if this is an obvious thing, but what is a sovereign citizen?
I don't even know.
Is that just talking about
Sovereign
sovereignty
citizens
in
typically
general?
believe,
Or-
it says here, typically believe that there are 2 types of citizens, natural citizens and 14th Amendment citizens.
What?
What does that even mean?
Based on idiosyncratic readings of the Declaration of Independence and Bill of Rights, they believe that natural citizens are citizens of the United States by virtue of having been born in the 50 states, not including District of Columbia,
so it's like a
blah, blah, blah.
pretty much.
Sovereign citizens believe that natural citizens are not subject to any United States federal law, including being subject to the jurisdiction of federal courts,
Okay.
but are subject to natural law and common law.
The
By contrast, 14th Amendment citizens are subject to federal and common law, but can become sovereign citizens by taking the same action as sovereign citizens.
That's,
What?
that's retarded. Yeah, I just used the R word, by the way. But that seriously is retarded. That's retarded.
Yeah, I don't get it.
That's not Down syndrome retarded, but that's like
It's like
pseudoscience retarded. That's retarded.
believe that natural citizens are not subject to any United States federal law.
Yeah,
Since
that's
when was that
really
a thing?
I know you're a free citizen, man. You can do whatever you want, and you're not obligated to follow any of the laws. It makes sense, right?
14th Amendment citizens are subject to federal and common law, but can become sovereign citizens by taking the same action as sovereign citizens.
Which
one's the 14th Amendment? Forgive my ignorance, but
I can't remember.
I don't remember either. I
look
think
it up.
Damn it, guys! We're supposed to be scientists. We're supposed to know
I'm
things.
taking a shot in the dark here. I can totally butcher this, but I want to
Oh
say
wait,
the
I'm
14th
pretty sure
Amendment
it's the one that says
guarantees you're a
anyone
citizen if you're
buried.
born.
Yeah, anyone born. I almost said
Born?
buried.
I said
Born
born.
in the U.S. is guaranteed rights.
I said born
Citizenship.
in the U.S. If you're born.
Amendment addresses citizenship rights and equal protection of the laws.
What's that?
It says, well, one of the first sentences says the amendment addresses citizenship rights and equal protection of the laws.
Oh. The 14th Amendment to the Constitution was granted citizenship to all persons born. Oh, yeah, the 14th Amendment deals with all persons born or naturalized in the United States. So I was right. And so is Clayton.
Good job. I took American government last semester. I should know this, but
Looks like you learned a lot.
I know. Fuck. But dealing with this right here, see this right here? How it says a Holocaust denier? Did you guys know
like Josh Feuerstein?
there are accomplished...
Wait, he's one of them?
What?
He's a Holocaust denier?
Who?
Josh Feuerstein?
Is he?
I don't think so.
I thought he was. Maybe I was thinking of something else.
I think you're thinking of something else. I don't think
Okay.
Josh is that stupid.
He's pretty stupid, though.
He probably is.
Okay, go on.
But there are accomplished historians who believe that the Holocaust was faked.
Yeah. Just like there are, molecular biologists who don't accept evolution.
Yep.
And architects that think 9/11 was an inside job.
I'm really all for outliers, but how do you live your life thinking that? Seriously, what the fuck? I don't get it.
I was almost a 9/11 truther. But then it got hit with science. It fixed me right up.
Exactly. At one point, I'm not going to lie here, when I was younger, I believed in Planet X and aliens ceding life to humans.
Planet
a long
X?
time ago, though.
The
Yes.
one from Duck Dodgers?
I don't think so. I'm not
What
sure. I
planet?
don't know what you're talking about. It's Planet X. It's a planet that has a huge elliptical orbit around the sun, and it only comes in the solar system like every once, maybe like thousands of years or whatever. I don't really
I
remember.
heard about that or something, but I could have sworn it was
It was dismissed.
all I heard is that it was just an exoplanet. Like, that's all I really heard. I didn't hear anything other than that, so I thought it was a legitimate thing.
Planet X was a placeholder name used by astronomers in their search for a planet beyond the orbit of Neptune. It is also the term favored in several apocalyptic predictions and conspiracies to refer to a hypothetical planet that will kill us all. Thanks, Rational Wiki.
And it also has it also harbors an ancient civilization called the Anunnaki or whatever, and they seeded humans with apes. They used their sperm or whatever I thought it was so fucking. I believed a lot.
Okay,
of
that's
shit.
like way
aliens.
far down the rabbit
Yeah,
hole. Like, let's stop now.
That's ancient alien stuff.
I believed that. I believed that when I was like freaking 11 or 12. When I first was exposed to the internet.
Oh, yeah.
And then all of a sudden, science.
Yeah, but before that, at one point during a camping trip, I am so embarrassed, but you know what? I'm gonna say it anyways. I told my parents that. I was just like, oh my, okay, we were sitting around the fire, and I was just like, I don't know how the hell the conversation was brought up, but I was just like, I pretty much just brought it up at full force. I was just like,
Yeah.
aliens seeded humanity and whatever. My dad looked at me like I was fucking, I was on drugs or something.
I have
Wait,
no
did
son.
he yell at you and give you the God speech, or did he yell at you and give you the Richard Dawkins speech?
I think my dad gave me the God speech. He's a young Earth creationist. My dad's
Jesus.
not a young Earth creationist, but I'm pretty sure. I mean, if you could define it, it probably would be old Earth creationism.
And it's still creationists.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really not any better.
And he gave me that talk. But this was before I was really rational, and this was before this was when I still believed in God. So
Uh-huh.
I really didn't see a problem with it. But
Here we go.
yeah, it was pretty funny. I mean, fuck how far I took that shit.
What's that?
God.
Guys, there's something here.
It's
What?
I don't know.
you fucking cans.
Guys, what the hell is this thing? Help, I'm
What?
scared. Did he hack us? Oh god, he's
Who?
a super hacker or something. He cracked
Who are
through
you
our
talking
military
about?
intelligence. Do you not see the guy that joined the freaking thing?
I joined, yeah.
Oh, there you are.
Jeez, Gabe. I know
I
you're
didn't see
deaf,
it.
but dang.
Because, like, on the bottom of my screen, there's a scroll of people there, and I didn't see the person at the very
A
end.
scroll.
A scroll, an ancient scroll, passed
Oh,
down
seriously,
from
who's this
generation
hacker,
to
dude?
generation.
Who are you?
My name's Aaron.
Yeah, just barely.
Like, I'm not even saying that as a cutesy introduce yourself way.
Who
Who the
are
hell are
you?
you?
Where's
Like, seriously,
Scarecrow?
how the... Oh my... Where is she?
Well, I am Aaron. I have a YouTube channel.
No, you're supposed to say, it doesn't matter who we are. What matters is our plan.
Well,
No
Well,
one cared
that
who
would be a
I was
humorous
until
line.
I put on the mask. Anyways, you
Shut
were
up,
saying...
Bane.
That's a good one.
Shut up, Bane.
Okay, seriously, who the fuck are you?
Can you like click on my name? Maybe use their profile.
It says a
I've never
gamer
used
Aaron.
this before. Yeah,
You are a
that's the
gamer
one.
Aaron, apparently.
that's the
Mhm.
name. Mm-hmm.
What's up?
And how did you get here?
I clicked on a link that
Nibiru.
someone commented or left. Creationist Cat.
Oh,
He made a video, and then someone made a link to here.
Lamont, did
So
you
I
do
clicked
this?
on the link, and now I'm here.
Cool.
someone's ratted us
Let's
out.
go see who that was. It
Swear to God.
was.
If
Lamont.
you say, God damn it, Lamont.
Who's Lamont?
Okay, so are you like a fan of Creationist Cat or something?
Yeah, I like that guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Do
He's got
you
good
even
satire.
know what this podcast is?
Bruh. You see
No.
the shit that I'm looking at right now?
Oh,
Bruh?
let
Yeah,
me-
it looks
let me
good.
see.
39 light years? How does a conspiracy even exist?
What?
39 light years?
Of course, it's not to
light
scale, but 39 light years.
Nibiru has an elliptical orbit of 39 light years.
I think that place is made up.
What are we even looking at?
Oh
Planet
my
X. This was
God,
Planet
that's
X, Nibiru.
beautiful.
That habitat's the alien civilization that seeded life on Earth.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
dying.
Scientology, isn't it?
I'm
Or
freaking
is that
dying.
Mormonism? I don't know. I just
What?
That
They're
thing
wrong.
is
39 light
probably
years?
close to absolute zero. It would have no way.
I know
No
that is
freaking way. Like, no.
that is just a
Not a
complete
thing.
news
Also,
you
I'm
believed in this. This was you,
I'm
Brett.
pretty sure
Planet
the sun's
Nibiru.
gravitational pull does not affect that large of a goddamn radius. Holy shit. And also, that is
Was it
not
not?
to scale. That is not even close to scale. Like,
I'm glad they pointed out, though, not to scale.
I'll believe it.
oh, I thought it said it
Why
was
not?
to scale.
No, it said
That's
it
why
wasn't.
I was so
No, it
confused.
says not.
Nibiru is real. There it is.
Oh, okay,
It's
not
still
to scale.
30 light years away.
That still doesn't
That-
really
It's 30
help.
light years away.
That still doesn't really help.
Some of these show an elliptical orbit. See this one right here,
Yeah.
and some of them show this kind of orbit.
What?
Okay,
They can't astrophysics.
Just no,
obviously.
I'm done. I'm done. Stop, please.
Sounds good to me. I'm sold.
This is the shit I believed in, man. This is the shit I used to believe in.
Oh my
Like,
God,
fuck?
that's
Is that what-
priceless.
Oh, what is this?
Priceless.
What do you
Orbit of
believe in
Planet
now?
X.
Let's
Orbit of
talk
Planet
about the
X.
things that do exist.
I'm glad they figured all this shit out. You know, before all of the actual astrophysicists did.
Is this a stream? Am I being
No,
streamed?
this kind of. It's a podcast. We are live at the moment.
Oh,
Yes.
cool.
And you just kind of like intruded on us. What a jerk, guys. Seriously?
Well, you should blame the guy that set the
Yeah,
link.
we know it's Lamon's fault.
Damn it, Lamont. We didn't
This is
consent
like
to this.
anyone could join in.
Yeah, man, you
won't
gotta
sign
give
the
us
release.
consent, or else I'll get Anna on your
You
ass.
guys playing video games?
I play lots of video games.
I used to. Then took
What
an
is
arrow
a
to the knee,
recent
and
video
I
game
couldn't.
you have enjoyed?
CSGO.
That's a classic. Classic. Still maintained.
Yep.
Last
Which,
game
in
I
fact,
played-
I'm probably gonna leave to play soon.
What was it? Oh yeah,
Sounds right.
the last game I played was Paper Mario.
Which one?
The first one actually.
Oh,
On my
oh,
Nintendo
yeah.
64.
I was
No,
just
construction.
I was disappointed in that one because
Get it?
that was
Construction.
supposed to apparently be Super Mario RPG 2, so I was like
Oh
expecting
yeah.
that, and it is not that exactly.
Mhm.
It's something new.
I think it was like the first Mario game I ever played. Besides Super Mario 64. And that's a good
Of
game.
course, it was 64.
Not
Get
63.
Get on the original.
I used
Get
to
that
have
original, bruh.
Which original? Are
Original.
you talking about the SNES? The SNES
Mario
original?
Brothers in the arcade. I think it was released on the Atari.
Yeah, get a freaking arcade in your home, Gabe.
I want a
Jeez.
Vectrex. That should
Oh
be
my
an
God.
arcade. That's my ultimate goal, a Vectrex.
Wait, Lamont's trying to get Creationist Cat to join? Am I late to the party on
What?
that?
Creationist Cat. I'm not
That
prepared
sounds
for this.
delightful.
He apparently he wants him to join.
Hello, new guy. I was hoping CC would join. Damn, that'd be awesome. I think.
Yeah, that would, but I
That-
doubt that's
yeah.
happening. Guys,
Or
did
Mr. Epsilon.
I'm gonna actually make fun of you. Did he actually like asked like some freaking? I think it was like Ariana Grande or something.
What?
Some like 17-year-old pop star girl to join us. I'm like, bruh.
I don't
That's
think
not
this is
gonna-
her cup of tea.
One, that's not gonna happen. Two, that's not gonna go down very well.
would
Especially
she
if
even
Glenn
do?
were here. Jesus Christ, could you imagine if Glenn were here and that happened?
I'd actually
Like,
watch that.
Good
though.
God. Okay, yes, it would be
Who is this Glenn
entertaining.
character?
Oh, he's a lovely gentleman.
Tell me all about him.
He's a very wholesome.
He's very friendly.
He's wholesome.
Yes.
He loves feminists.
He loves feminists. He's a wholesome person. He just loves to talk about
Hmm.
unicorns and ponies, and definitely nothing about the deep web and child pornography.
Or physics.
Okay. Sounds like a good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a pretty good guy, but just the type of shit he'd talk about on here versus.
Yeah,
A
like
pop
our stream
star.
was almost like only science, and then he came along and it just like went down.
And took us
Like,
on a
I don't
ride.
even
And
know
you
what
started
happened.
talking about Nibiru.
No, not
Not
quite.
Nibiru, but the internet equivalent to Nibiru, whatever that might mean.
Hmm. The deep web.
Yes.
Yeah.
The very deep web. Such deep. Very web. Wow.
I feel like I should have explored some of those sites, but I really haven't.
I haven't even heard of it until Glenn was like, hey, you guys been to the deep web?
You probably should not try to explore on the deep web just because you could possibly get
deep.
hacked.
It's deep, and you
Yeah,
don't
you probably
get
you'll
back.
discover shit that will change you, and you could possibly get hacked. So I wouldn't try to stay. I would just stay on the surface web. If you wanted to explore the deep web, though, you'd have to like talk to Doctor Deep Web over there, and you gotta.
Didn't we give him that name last
I mean,
time?
I'm not sure I have
Dr.
a
Deep
reason.
Web.
I think so. I don't think anybody should be exploring the deep web. That's just my opinion, and I'll leave it at that.
It's too
'cause I don't really
dangerous for this show. We can't
Come on,
talk
who
about
was
that.
that person that you were asking to join our group? Because I don't know why, but for some reason, like it just said that you like commented on their profile or something, and I don't even know why it popped up. But that's how I found out about it. I was who is it? Who was it again?
Are you talking about Lamont?
Yeah, I'm talking to Lamont. He is with us in spirit and in chat. So
Oh, okay.
I don't even know if he's listening.
He ought to be.
is. He is.
What have you done, Lamont? Now I'm
Okay,
here.
I am.
He is. Is he? Is he though?
I don't know. We're about to find out, I guess. If he ever starts typing again.
What were we talking about? This podcast has taken a turn
Yeah, it
for
kind
the
of
worst.
as I don't know about worst. Like it's not like
Not like
Glenn
last
joined or
time.
anything.
Right. Last time was pretty bad.
So this show's about
All of
science.
them.
All of them.
Yes, all of them.
Guys, just real quick, because this is funny, and you're just gonna see it because I can show you whatever I want.
Okay.
You'll be executed tomorrow. What would you like for your last meal? Like 3 cheeseburgers and a large Coke. Is Pepsi okay?
No.
I like that
No.
second comment there. Just the eyes, like he's that's the face of like, are you fucking serious?
Mine's a banana and
I've
milkshake.
really started looking at pictures just to see the comments now. The Dark Forest is strictly forbidden to all students, except for detention, where you'll be forced to wander around when it's darkest and scariest. Doesn't that make so much sense? I'm so good at rules. 10 points to Dumbledore. And then this.
Yeah, Repsion. That's what I was thinking. Mr. Repsion.
Let's see if I can find some. Oh, here's a GIF. Oh my god.
Oh, I love Smash Bros.
And also Mortal Kombat. I think that's
Oh, yeah.
X.
Mortal Kombat.
I still need to play 9.
Instant date prank. Oh jeez. Watch. Hey, how's it going? Oh my god.
What's going on over there?
Well, that's how you do it in New York.
Hey Cameron, just a second. I'm wrapping up on the podcast. Alright guys,
He's got a
I'm going to
stack
call
and
it for
folder.
today.
Oh man, I was gonna get an answer from Lamont. I was gonna try to wrap
He
it up
said
with
he
that.
did ask Ariana. Wait, no, he said Ariana is 23. But yeah, I'm gonna call it for today. New guy, you can like add me or them, and I mean,
Okay.
you can probably be on our next one. I mean, it's not like we have like
We don't
maybe
really
3
plan these
viewers
things out.
on everyone. It's not like this is prestigious or anything.
Okay.
We
So,
don't
yeah.
really have an audience anyway.
Yep. So
Oh, really? I'm
I'll
looking
see you later, man.
to
I'm
kind of
gonna go.
advertise my own channel, so, I mean, why not?
All right, see you guys.
Okay, see ya.
See you later, Mr. Clayton. So,
Sounds like a villain name, Mr. Clayton. I am Mr. Clayton.
who controls the live stream here?
Oh, Lamont. He does. He shoots. How does the saying go? He ties the ropes, or he runs the ropes. He pulls the ropes. Something
the
to do with
strings.
ropes.
Pulls the strings.
Strings. I've heard something about ropes. Strings are just like evolved ropes, aren't they?
There's just more
That's-
there's just more strings. Like
Strings come together to form rope, like magnemites.
he refuses to answer the question. Dang it!
He wants to end it. End it.
Plug your stuff. What does that mean?
Supposed to plug in your cable. Yes.
Plug
No,
in.
it just means like sign out. Like YouTube channel or whatever. I'm not good at it.
Leave the call?
What?
You mean leave the call?
Who?
Oh, he's
Is
back.
this show
No,
still
he's
going
back.
on? I
There
thought he
you are.
was. I thought he was the mod. And he was shutting it all down.
Oh. No, we're still live.
Cool.
We're trying to figure out how to end it.
No, he
Oh.
can end it. Okay, we're signing off now. Whoever won't know who I represent yet, my YouTube channel is Exabyte Spider, EXABYTE, Spider with a Y, and I do videos about science, mostly about evolutionary theory, debunking creationist claims and other pseudoscience, and I'm working on a couple videos that are actually delayed because my school just started. But hopefully I can get more on a consistent schedule. And I'm actually almost got 100 subscribers. I'm just like 1 subscriber short. And I was thinking that I was going to do like a 100 subscriber special, but I'm still thinking about how I can do that.
Freaking Gab.
What?
100 subscribers.
Yeah. Don't be jelly. Why you jelly? Why you hating?
I remember when you only had 46. I
Yeah,
was
I
one of the
remember too.
first.
Good times, good times. And then King Crocodile was like, hey, look, people, look at this guy. And then
100.
everyone... Yeah, I gotta do
Good,
100
like, if you do
subscriber
100.
specials. Something.
My question is, how did you discover my video? Because I actually am kind of curious on how that happened. Because I remember you... It was the eviscerating the estranged evangelist or whatever. You posted down my video saying it was... The Bill Nye clip I used was brilliant or something. And I was...
Yeah, yeah.
That's how I first discovered you. Like how the
Yeah,
heck?
I like the video.
Like how do you find my video though? Like how do you?
It was in the playlist, the Helping Hovind Understand Science playlist, which I think we should contribute more videos to, actually.
Oh, you mean my video was in the Helping Hovind Understand playlist?
Yeah,
Oh,
King
oh.
Crocodile put it on in the playlist.
Oh, you mean the Helping Hovind Understand Evolution one? Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Not
that's
just
it.
evolution, but the entire playlist is called Helping Hovind Understand Science.
Yeah, we should.
We need to
I
do
know
more videos for that.
You're probably going to be against me saying this, but I'm seriously considering like we should do like a one collab video for that.
We should.
We could do.
What
like,
about though?
See, this is what we need to talk about. 'Cause
Yeah, maybe you should wait for the next one.
definitely. I mean, I can totally like. I don't know how that would even work. Like, we'd have to like. Who would edit the video? Whatever.
Together.
I think you
work out.
use Microsoft Video Maker, right?
Movie Maker, yeah.
Or Movie Maker, yeah. So I guess you could
Mhm.
edit in your parts. We would have to like at the grand scope of things, we'd have to both work on a script together, and then once we're
Yeah.
happy with that script, you could edit parts of the video and send them to me, and I could put it on the Sony Vegas video
Okay.
thing, and then I could render it, and then I could send it to you, or like would we?
Okay.
Yeah, then you could upload it on your channel.
We'll work out the details, sometime in the future.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is Exabyte Spider signing off at this point.
All right. Same here. This is Eric the Guiding Penguin signing off. Thank you. I'll see you guys later.
See ya.